I love working in Antarctica. I think it's very important. We have a big responsibility because it's just entirely fortuitous that this location we're working in turns out to be a hot spot for global change. And because we're there, we have a responsibility to do it right. So climate change is happening all over the world, and it's happening faster or slower in different places. And one of the really useful things about Antarctica, where we work, is that it's warming up very, very rapidly. It's about the most rapidly warming place in the world. So that makes it relatively easy to study there because it's happening quickly, and it's relatively easy to measure, even though it's in a remote location. You know, it's hard to get to Antarctica. The conditions can be tough and challenging, and you've got a lot of issues about moving cargo there and getting your samples back safely and so on. But the actual scientific problem is relatively easy to study because the changes are big and it's happening rapidly. I want to keep moving forward. I want to understand how climate change is transforming the Antarctic ecosystem, from bacteria to penguins.
So right now we're in the bay area of Charcot Island. That's what I call it anyway. If you look over here, you're seeing the exposed land. It's about the only exposed land you're going to see from the whole coastline. A few years back, we ran pretty much the northwest edge in the bay area here and all the way around the west side of the island. And the only thing we saw was a bunch of glaciers like this, just the whole island, no exposed rock except for here and on the north side. And the birders, we call them birders because they study birds, but we dropped them off here, and they took the Zodiac through the open water here around the edge of the north side of the island, and they're on the back side, or the north side of the island. And that is probably the only exposed land where the penguins can nest that's here that I've seen on Charcot Islands.
The plan for Charcot is we're going to census the penguin colonies, and from what I've been told from past years, there's one main colony on the rock face, and then there's a scree slope up from the rock face, and there's 2 or 3 satellite colonies up there that are much, much smaller. So our main goal is to census the colonies. We'll census the main colony visually and on foot in the colony, and the other 2 we'll do with binoculars because there's a scree slope and a glacier between the main colony and the 2 other ones. 163.
Yeah.
All right, mass for chick number 3. Mass for chick number 4, big guy. There's a guy. 2,900. So we're just going to start at the base of the colony, work our way to the top, and pick chicks up that are pretty close to where we're walking. We don't want to get any that are too close to the cliff edge, just for disturbance reasons.